past. It is the first thing people cling to when they falter. It's their excuse, their justification. I failed because of my mistakes. I cannot rise because of what I've been through. How often have I heard these words, spoken with despair and resignation? And yet I stand here unbroken, unyielding, because I know the truth. Your past does not matter as much as you think. Yes, it shapes you, scars you, molds your perception. But it does not define you unless you allow it. Your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. Look at me. I have been betrayed by my own kin, defeated in battles that tore my soul apart. I dreamed of uniting this fractured world, only to be cast aside, called a villain for daring to challenge the norms. My past is filled with pain, blood, and loss. But do you see me shackled by it? Do you see me bowing to the weight of what was? I stand here because I understand one undeniable truth. The past is gone, and the future is mine to command. Do you know why most people fail? It is not because they are weak. It is not because the world is unfair. It is because they refuse to let go of their past. They carry it like a burden, a heavy chain that drags them down every time they try to rise. They remember every mistake, every failure, every word of doubt whispered by those who never believed in them. They let the ghosts of yesterday haunt their every step, and in doing so, they blind themselves to the infinite possibilities of today. But I am not like them, and neither are you. You have the power to break those chains. You have the strength to rise above your history, to shatter the narrative that others have written for you. Your past may be filled with darkness, but so what? The strongest flames are born in the deepest shadows, and the brightest stars emerge from the blackest voids. Your past is not your prison. It is your forge. Use it to strengthen your resolve, to sharpen your will, to fuel your ambitions. I know what it feels like to be consumed by regret, to feel like the weight of your choices will crush you. I know the pain of looking back and wondering what could have been different. But let me tell you something. Regret is a liar. It whispers in your ear, telling you that you are not worthy, that you cannot change. But regret only has power if you give it power. Every scar, every failure, every betrayal, they do not define your worth. They are reminders of what you have endured, proof that you are stronger than you realize. Do not fear your failures, do not regret your mistakes. Learn from them, yes, but do not let them define you. Do you think I have not failed, that I have not fallen? I have been broken 1,000 times, but each time I rose stronger. I did not allow my defeats to dictate my destiny. I chose to fight, and you must do the same. When they call you a failure, prove them wrong. When they say you cannot change, show them you can. And when they try to chain you to your past, shatter those chains with the strength of your will. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. And the only thing stopping you from becoming great is you. You see, the past is not your enemy. It is a tool, a weapon you can wield if you know how. Every painful memory, every scar, it can teach you. It can make you sharper, stronger, more determined. But only if you let it. Do not look at your past with fear or shame. Look at it with pride. For you have survived it. You have endured what others could not. And now you have the chance to rise, to take all that pain, all that failure, and turn it into power. Let me tell you something. There is no greater enemy than regret. It is a poison, a thief that robs you of your present and your future. But here is the secret. Regret only exists if you allow it to. Your past is a story. It has no power unless you keep reading the same chapter over and over again. Today, right now, you have a choice. You can let your past drag you down, or you can use use it as a stepping stone to rise higher than ever before. Look at me. They called me a villain, a dreamer chasing impossible ideals. And yet I stand here, unshaken, because I refuse to let their words, their judgments, or my own failures dictate my path. The past is over. It is gone. It cannot hurt you unless you let it. Your future, however, is unwritten. It is yours to shape, to mold, to conquer. Do you want to be remembered as someone who was chained by their past, or as someone who rose above it, who took every scar and turned it into a weapon? The choice is yours. Rise or remain bound, fight or fall. But whatever you do, do not let yesterday decide your tomorrow. Your past is a chapter. Your future is a masterpiece waiting to be written. Pick up the pen, start writing, and never ever look back.